Imagine we are trying to learn a new language, but instead of reading a few books, we read millions of them. EVO does the same, but with the DNA sequences instead of words. It analyzes massive amounts of genetic data to understand patterns, just like how AI models like ChatGPT learn patterns in human language. EVO is an AI model for DNA language. Friends, good day to everyone. Today in Breakthrough series, we'll talk about the EVO, the AI model for DNA. Before we dive into EVO, let's first understand DNA and why it matters. DNA is like the instruction manual for life. It carries the genetic instructions that determine everything from our eye color to how our body functions at a cellular level. A great way to understand DNA is by comparing it to a written language. Think of it like this. Letters, also A, T, C, G. Just like alphabets form words, DNA has 4 chemical bases. Adenine, A, thymine, T, cytosine, C, and guanine, G. These bases pair up in a specific way, A with the T, C with the G, to form the structure of DNA. Words, also codons. Groups of 3 DNA bases form a word known as codon. Each codon represents a specific amino acid, the building block of proteins. Sentences, also genes. Just as words form sentences, codons form genes. A gene is a complete set of instructions for making a protein. Paragraphs, also gene clusters or aprons. Related genes are often grouped together in the genome, much like paragraphs that convey broader meanings. Grammar, also genetic code and regulatory elements. The genetic code ensures that each gene is read correctly, and regulatory elements control when and where genes are used, like grammar rules in a language. These proteins are what make cells function. They are responsible from everything, from digesting food to repairing tissues. And now, with AI like EVO, we can learn the language of life in ways never imagined before. Now that we understand DNA as a language, let's talk about EVO, the AI model that is learning this language at an incredible scale. EVO is an AI model for DNA language. Imagine we are trying to learn a new language, but instead of reading a few books, we read millions of them. EVO does the same, but with the DNA sequences instead of words. It analyzes massive amounts of genetic data to understand patterns, just like how AI models like ChatGPT learn patterns in human language. Here's what EVO can do. Number 1. Learning the DNA language. EVO studies genetic sequences, just like a language model studies text. It learns which sequences are essential, which create functional proteins, and even which mutations could be harmful, helping scientists predict genetic functions. Number 2. Predicting protein structures and functions. DNA is a set of instructions to make proteins, but understanding how these instructions fold into 3D structure is complex. EVO can analyze a sequence and predict the final protein structure, just like how we can guess the meaning of a sentence even if you have never seen it before. Number 3. Designing new proteins. EVO doesn't just analyze existing DNA. It can generate entirely new sequences. This means scientists can create proteins or medicine, vaccines, or even environmental solutions just like how AI can generate text based on past patterns. Number 4. Analyzing mutations. Mutations can cause disease, but not all mutations are harmful. EVO can predict whether a mutation disrupts a protein function and suggest ways to counteract it, potentially leading to genetic therapies. EVO is not just a scientific breakthrough. It has real-world applications that could transform medicine, environmental science, and even manufacturing. Let's break it down with examples about some of its possible impact on society. Number 1. Faster and cheaper drug discovery. Normally, drug discovery takes years because scientists must test thousands of molecules to find one that works. EVO could speed this up by predicting which molecules will work before testing begins, reducing costs and failures. Imagine a virus has a harmful phrase in a sentence, making it unreadable. EVO could identify the faulty sequence, like finding a typo in a paragraph and suggest a correction, a new sequence that neutralizes the virus. Just like editing a sentence to restore meaning, EVO can suggest a drug that binds to the viral protein, stopping it from functioning and restoring health. In COVID-19 drug discovery, scientists used similar models to quickly analyze how the virus interacts with human proteins. This helped speed up the design of drugs like Paxlovid, which blocks viral replication. Number 2. Personalized medicine for all. Different people react differently to medicines based on their genes. EVO can analyze a patient's DNA and predict how they will respond to a drug, allowing for customized treatments. Some breast cancers are caused by too much HER2 protein. EVO can analyze a patient's DNA to check if they have this mutation and suggest targeted drugs like Herceptin, ensuring the right treatment for the right patient. Number 3. Environmental health improvements. Pollution is a major problem, and some bacteria naturally break down pollutants. EVO can design better enzymes that break down oil spills, plastics, and toxic chemicals faster. Scientists discovered a bacteria that eats plastic but works very slowly. EVO can modify its enzyme, PETase, to break plastic down 10x faster, turning waste into reusable material. Number 4. Enhanced diagnostic tools. Many diseases leave molecular fingerprints in the body. EVO can identify these fingerprints and design tests that detect disease earlier and more accurately. EVO could analyze blood samples and detect early cancer markers long before symptoms appear, leading to quicker treatment and better survival rates. Number 5. Local biomanufacturing. Traditional drug manufacturing requires massive infrastructure and supply chains, which can be slow and expensive. EVO can design microbes or enzymes that act as tiny biofactories to produce medicines on-site, reducing the need for long supply chains. Instead of shipping insulin worldwide, EVO could help local labs engineer bacteria or yeast to produce insulin efficiently in small, decentralized facilities, making treatment accessible even in remote areas. These engineered microbes or enzymes can also produce vaccines, antibiotics, or essential chemicals in locations where traditional manufacturing is not feasible. EVO is a game changer. By treating DNA like a language and using AI to understand it, we are unlocking new possibilities in medicine, environmental science, and beyond. From designing life-saving drugs to cleaning up pollution, EVO represents the future of bioengineering. What do you think? How else could AI like EVO change our world? Let me know in the comment section below. Thank you.